Hey guys, another quick one take review, and today I wanted to talk about what is a lot of people's favorite Everclear album, So Much for the Afterglow. Everclear are, of course, even though they were successful at the time in the 90s, are a band that have since fallen out of mainstream recognition in favor of other power pop and alternative rock albums of the same time period, like Spilt Milk by Jellyfish, which is now a cult favorite and a critical darling, or the Weezer's Blue album, which is just a completely legendary album. Everclear have just never really managed to get that same sort of retrospective recognition, but I don't think that means that this album should be underestimated in any way, shape, or form. The instrumentals are often incredibly simple, but played passionately enough that everything feels very honest and genuine and emotional, but still goes down very smoothly as well, and the same could be said for the songwriting, which has a sense of not only brutal honesty, but emotional vulnerability as well. Songs like Father of Mine and Amphetamine don't feel like your standard 90s alternative rock radio whining about personal problems in society that just feel disingenuous and completely irrelevant. Rather, it's simply coming to terms with the challenges that people ultimately face in life and not only confronting those challenges, but just sort of looking at them with a neutral view and sort of confronting not only the challenges, but what can be done to get past those challenges and make those challenges, well, no longer challenges that you have to face. And I do think it's something that really does make So Much for the Afterglow stand out from so many similar albums that are too busy self-indulging and whining about what's going on in their personal worlds to really take a step back and look at what can be done to fix that. And while I do love, the Pinkerton kind of like, oh, I'm so lonely kind of thing as much as the next guy, I kind of prefer this, where it's just sort of looking at what can be done about a very, very poor situation. These many different aspects of the record stand, in my opinion, head and shoulders above pretty much the majority of similar albums of the time period. There are, of course, a small handful I prefer over So Much for the Afterglow, but nonetheless, my point still stands. I do think this is one of the most just painfully underrated records of not only 1997, but just most of the late 90s alternative rock scene in general. And with that being said, going to have to give this one 4.5 stars out of 5. The instrumentals are very strong, but it's really the songwriting that just really drives home how fantastic this record is and how much I do really recommend it, even if it isn't the most beloved album in the world. So yeah, 4.5 stars out of 5. And with that being said, that's the end of this quick review, and I will see you guys in the next one.